Welcome everybody, my name is Colton from Zimtu Capital. Today I'm here with the President and CEO of Commerce Resources, Chris Grove. Chris, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Colton.
So it's been a while, but you announced a private placement today. Maybe you can talk about the importance of that for Commerce.
Sure, I'd very much be happy to talk about that. The financing we announced today at $4.8 million Canadian will allow us to complete and release an updated resource estimate on our ashram, rare earth element, and fluorspar deposit, including the better than 15,000 meters of drilling that we have done on the project, primarily infill drilling in the last 10 years. It will also allow us to complete an updated preliminary economic assessment, including all of the optimizations we've achieved in the last decade, which would be primarily our production of a better than 50% rare earth concentrate, as opposed to the 10% concentrate that the original PEA was based upon. And we'll also factor in, of course, higher global rare earth element prices than were in the market in 2012. On top of that as well, we also produced several years ago a commercially marketable sample of our byproduct, the acid-grade fluorspar. So all of those aspects will be included in this updated PEA.
So that'll be an important update. And you also mentioned an Australian listing in the news release. Maybe you can talk about that and what spawned that.
Yeah, the group who is the lead order on this financing is Churchill Strategic Investments, and Churchill is an Australian group, just one of many Australian companies that we've met over the last 6 months or a year that have seen a gargantuan discrepancy between the valuations of ASX listed peer group companies and those just listed on the Toronto Venture Exchange. And so the expectation with Churchill is that as they assist us in getting an Australian stock exchange listing, we should see a very significant appreciation of the market cap, the share price. And then that will arguably put us in a more attractive position to receive an industry proposal.
And so, this is the first time we're hearing about this, so I guess there's no timeline on an Australian listing at all, is there?
I would just say in the next, 2 quarters, we should be able to have the listing on the Australian Stock Exchange. We'll still maintain all of our other listings on the Venture Exchange, on the Frankfurt, on the OTCQX, but the ASX listing is something we really look forward to.
Okay, and I'm assuming this is the priority for Commerce right now, but there also was the spin out of the Blue River property. Is there any updates there, or are we kind of focusing on the private placement for now?
At the moment, we're focusing on the private placement for Commerce Resources, but we did create the company Capacitor Metals, and so essentially as soon as we're have completed the financing for Commerce Resources, we will be looking at raising capital for Capacitor. We unfortunately missed the International Tantalum and Niobium Association's annual general meeting, which was held last week in Brazil. But we are in communication with several of the industry majors there, and we do look forward to catching up with them when we can.
Okay, great. Well, there's lots going on in the commerce world, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Commerce. Chris himself should answer you, no problem, but also anybody at the office here can as well. But thanks for coming in, Chris, and we'll talk soon.
My pleasure. Thank you.